Back at the cemetery where the trees are. Let's see here. I guess we're going in chronological order. Last night after the video, I had a chance to talk with Sid. He's one of my buddies. And he'd been talking about coming up and visiting, but we now have like some actual plans that he'll be around for a few hours on Saturday. And that'll be really cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. We had a couple of things we intend to do, but we don't have like a super strict schedule. We'll probably just end up figuring it out as we go. I got to bed at a reasonable-ish time, but I didn't have to get up till like 10 o'clock for work, because that was at like 11. And yeah, that was a fairly normal shift. I didn't have any classes today because bioengineering is, I think I've mentioned this before, but just to be clear, so I only have one class on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and that's biological engineering. And because it's a 1-credit class, even though we have both those times marked, I just only show up on Tuesdays most of the time. And then if we do like a lab, then that's only on Thursday and we don't meet on Tuesdays that week. So because I had the lecture on Tuesday, I had nothing today, but I did have to do a couple online lectures for chemistry, because chemistry is 4 credits, which means it's supposed to meet 4 times a week. And so there's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then the extra one comes from an online video. But because of some stuff I mentioned yesterday, I think I mentioned it yesterday, but he was out this week. And so I just had the 2 online lectures that I just went through both of them today. And stuff is now getting very complicated very fast, because we're talking about like energy and the function of waves and like all the different scientists that contributed to this, including like actually knowing what Planck's constant is used for. It's a lot of math, which I wish it wasn't, but it's a lot of math. Yeah. Other than that, today has been too busy. I've been trying to get as much homework done as I can, but I think the only thing left is I have one math assignment, and then for some despicable reason, the other homework I have over the weekend is locked so that it doesn't become an option to even do until break starts tomorrow. Which is so mean, because it means that I can't actually finish my homework until after the break starts. But yeah, I'll probably get the math done tonight, and then Friday will be just all. Oh, I did have to run some errands today. That was the other thing that took a bunch of time. So I got this for the keys. You can't see the thing or the keys, but it's already proven very helpful, because I thought I had walked out of the dorm without my keys, and they were just hanging out right there, right where I needed them. So that was very helpful. I'm so surprised that there are people out here right now. You gotta go out of your way to come around this corner. Yeah. Like, most of the cemetery is on a grid, and then there's this one little loop on the edge that like curves back in and towards an exit, which is accessible on the grid. So you kind of have to go out of your way to come over here, which is, I don't know why people actually come down here. I would go further down to that corner, but then I'm just closer to the road, and going further back behind me is just where people would reasonably go. I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, I had to run a couple errands. I had to get replacement plug-in earphones for my computer, because it can't do Bluetooth, and the ones that I did have for them were breaking, and so I didn't have any sound in one side. And so I got those replaced with some that are a little bit nicer, and so hopefully those will last me for a while. And then I had to pick up some batteries, because I used up the last of them I didn't have a lot to start with, but as I mentioned before, I used the last of them with the decorations. So, oh, and Paul wanted me to grab him some hot sauce. He has like a particular one that he uses sometimes in cooking, and so he wanted to have some of that on hand. Okay, I think that covers everything from today. So, yeah. Bike back to the dorm, do the last bit of homework. Hopefully get some reasonable sleep. If I don't, it's because I'll probably be getting close to finishing Project Hail Mary. And then tomorrow is just any final minute homework or errands or whatever else. And on Saturday, I just get to do cool, fun stuff, hopefully. Hanging out with friends and watching shows and reading books, and I'm hoping that it's just enough dead space that they won't have to deal with like any school stuff at all. And I think I've just about managed it. But yeah, I will take care of that. And in the meantime, I hope you all have a lovely night. I love you all. Bye bye.